Alright, this is, I guess, technically a garden update. This is April 14th, 2016. So my tomatoes got, I believe, sunburn. When I put them out, I didn't harden them off good, or, right, and they kind of got sunburnt. So that kind of happened to them. And so they looked real pitiful, and I had 130 seedlings. I was gonna sell some, but nobody wanted them, so I ended up planting a second row right there. There I was gonna plant beans, but decided to just plant another row. And what's gonna happen is once the peas are done, I'll pull them out and actually lift the net up, and then grow pole beans on those. Hopefully they don't have the same problems that the peas are having. I'm not sure if it's a pea mosaic virus or what's going on, but I got a couple dead spots, basically where the seeds didn't do so good. Like here's one of them. You can see, not sure if it's a fungus. I do know that my sister-in-law had trouble growing out here in her yard, which is just down the street from mine, and her tomatoes basically wilted like that. So could be a soil-borne disease. It is heavy loam clay, so there could be a lot of pathogens. You can see this is another basically where the peas came up real shoddy. It could have been wet ground, too wet of soil, on my part. Maybe those sections where they did better had better drainage. So it's hard to tell. That's my Mozzie injection system. It's all covered up. Had to put vinyl tubing on it. My old polyethylene tubing cracked and broke, so I had to buy some more. Here is where I'm gonna put corn, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull the irrigation lines up, and I'm gonna re-till the area to loosen it up before I plant, and then I'm probably going to just combine those two rows together along with the two hoses, and I'm going to just have 3 rows of corn instead of 4, and that way it keeps my corn tighter and a tighter block for better pollination, and it'll give me more room for my tomatoes on this side, and when I plant beans it'll give me more room. So here are my tomatoes. I got like 8 different varieties in here. In each row there's like 6 or 8 different varieties. So like these right here are the only cherry tomatoes I have, which are these 3 right here. Those I'm pretty sure are super beefsteak, 3 of them, and then I think it's 2 Mr. Stripies, and then some super steak hybrids, and then so on and so forth, Black Clem, Cherokee Purple. And yes, my car's back here, and yes, that's a concrete pile, and yes, that's a wood pile covered with a tarp. And so they're 40-foot rows. These rows right here are actually 50 feet, so that's a 50-foot row of peas. It's double planted on each side of the line. So even though I'm having issues with dead spots and plants dying, I should still have somewhat decent of a crop if they go to term and produce buds, flowers, and get pollinated and stuff. So here's hoping. This was where I was going to plant zucchini and pumpkins, among other or squash and stuff, and peppers, but I had a bunch of broccoli and cabbage that I planted just for shits and giggles, and it grew up pretty quick, and it needed a home, so in the ground it went. Let's see. So this row is pretty much, it's 2 cabbage plants. Those are two broccoli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 broccolis, and then there's like 2 cabbages on the end. This row is pretty much all cabbage. I think there's 1 broccoli thrown in there somewhere. That's spinach and beets, trying to grow it in a container just to see what would happen if you did that. There's some more tomato plants right there in cups. I actually had a tomato plant that came up that said it was a habanero seed, and it came up as a tomato plant. So I'm probably going to end up killing it, but I'm kind of growing it right now just to see what it does. It's probably some sort of, I don't think, it's not genetically modified, but it could be, I don't know. But these are my tomatoes. They're fairly tall. They got leggy on me in the house, so like I said, they're 1.5 foot tall. Some of them, they got a little tall on me. But I just planted them real deep, so, and they're doing fine. I've had to spray, 3 times now or so. First time I sprayed with copper fungicide, and well, actually the first time I sprayed them with pyrethrin. I sprayed my peas and tomatoes and these guys with a ready-to-use pyrethrin organic spray, and then I sprayed them with copper to combat fungus, because we've been having some wacky storms blow through and rain and stuff. And actually, I'm probably going to give them one more shot of copper. So I did pyrethrin, copper, and then I went with neem oil to help fight fungus and mites and aphids, because on the peas and on the tomatoes. And then I did another round of copper the last storm that blew through. And I think I'm probably going to give them another round of copper just before, all the weather breaks, and basically it'll be sunshine for the rest of the year. I'll give them another shot of copper just to fight off any fungal spores that may be trying to get on, trying to start, so I don't have a problem. And then if I have to keep spraying them, like my peas, I may continue to spray copper every, week, every 2 weeks, because I'm not sure if it's a fungus or what it is, but, and I'm probably going to end up spraying my tomatoes with neem oil again. And actually what I'm going to wait to do is I have some Spinosad on order. It's supposed to come sometime next week, and what I'm going to do is when it comes, I'm going to mix the Spinosad, which is an organic bacterial based insecticide that can controls caterpillars, leafhoppers, and stuff, leaf eating insects and juice sucking insects. So I'm going to mix that with the neem oil, which you can, and I'll spray everything with that. And I've been noticing my tomatoes getting little holes in the leaves, so there is some sort of beetle or bug that's eating. I did notice some earwigs on my cabbage and cauliflower that were chewing on the leaves, so I'm going to handle them when it gets here, and so on and so forth. So it's pretty much just an update. Like I said, once this stuff's done, the zucchinis and stuff and cucumbers will probably come out. Probably zucchini. I'm going to try and grow cucumbers in the containers in the front porch. And that's about it, really. Yep, my car's back here. Yep, my backyard's a mess. All tomato plants. Yep, cardboard box. And you can see, like I said, I got tomato plants. Yes, see, they did get real tall and leggy on me in the house. I moved the lights up, and I had so many of them together that they were competing for the light in the house that they just shot up. Even though the lights were real low, they shot up to compete for each other for the light, and they got leggy. That one, that guy, he's 3 feet tall. Unfortunately, wouldn't think it, but they are. So that's about it, really. Alrighty, I'll go show you guys what I've been spraying on in my wonderful garage. So, anyways, this is Epsom salt for magnesium sulfate. I foliar feed it with this. This is the Armory approved, pyrethrum and fatty acids bug killer. This is the neem oil. It's not Armory approved, but it is for organic gardening. And then same thing with the copper fungicide, for organic gardening, but it's copper octanate, which is pretty much organic. And then this is mineral oil that I use as a sticker when I spray pesticides. And then this is Garden Safe. This is BT. I haven't sprayed that yet. I'm probably not going to. I might if I notice I have tomato hornworms, but because that's all that really works for is caterpillars, and that's about it. So the Spinosad is a lot better product, so that's what I'm gonna go with. So that's it for now.